Welcome back to Linda's Pantry. Today I've got a little different video for you. My husband got to go pheasant hunting this weekend and I've got 10 pheasant to deal with. And he's field dressed them and gotten the, instead of leaving them whole and defeathering them, what we do is just like our chucker, we go ahead and skin them and take the breast meat off and the legs off. And so you still have some tendons in those legs. On the chucker, it's not a big deal, but on the pheasant, you don't want to be, it's like a turkey. The tendons are tough. And so I'm going to show you how I take care of that and how I prep this for the freezer. So come on along. If you like this, maybe give me a thumbs up, go share it on your Facebook page, and go check out all the links that I've left for you down in the About section below. I've got my mailing address if you ever want to leave me a card or mail me a question or an idea for a video. I've got my Wild Tree website as well as my Facebook page. Wild Tree, you can join up for $49 and become a rep. You don't have to sell it if you don't want to. You can then receive 20% off for life of all natural, preservative-free products for your pantry. So come on, let's go get to fixing up. We've got 10 of these to do. Come on. Well, I'm glad you decided to stay for this one because it took a little while of doing these before I figured out an easy way to take care of them. So what I do is I trim off any excess fat, and these have been field dressed, so I'm going to rewash them because I want to make sure there's no shotgun pellets in there. And I like to keep a paper towel handy. If I come across any feathers, it's easy to get them off onto the paper towel. And then this fat over here, these birds were pretty healthy. He got to go to a hunt club and get these pheasant, and Struck got to go hunt, and so pretty exciting. I'm going to make a really good dish tonight with some of that. And you know, the fat's not a bad thing. It doesn't taste bad. Pheasant's very good. So then I just bone the thigh, and I like to keep these in about palm size pieces. I'm going to put that there in the bowl, and cut this off the other side, just like boning thigh on chicken. And then this is the tricky part because it does have these tendons in here. And so I like to get one side off of this, and right about where it starts to get white, then I go ahead and cut that off, or try to. And then if you take this, take a pair of clean pliers, and this is my trick to this. If you take a pair of clean pliers, grab a hold of those tendons, and then pull your knife. Well, it usually works. Let's see. You're gonna need this off of there. Okay. Now let's try this again. Take your pliers, grab a hold of some of that tendon, and they're real stiff, and just pull out of there. And see how they pull out? Those are like toothpicks. So they would not be pleasant to have in your meal. And then I'm doing this part kind of right-handed almost. So again, I'm just setting my knife down to brace, and that one didn't work quite as well. But it's really the only way I have found to get these out of there. Other than when you field dress, there's a trick to it, but I wasn't there, so I wasn't able to help with that information. And oops, and those broke. And I think there's one more here. And then your leg meat, which has got the most flavor, the leg and the thigh, that's got no more of those tendons in there. So that's my trick to getting that out. I do that with actually turkey legs too. You know, if you're trying to bone a turkey leg and make it where it's not as tendony, There are not as many tendons in there. And then this side doesn't seem to have much. So we'll get that off, just like we did the last time. It's got 2 pieces there. And I'll put these bones all in a pile. You can make stock with it, which is pretty cool to have a wild game stock on hand. And let's see if we can do it. Okay. Sorry, it's kind of awkward. I don't even know an easy way to show you how to do this. You do need a pretty sharp knife. These fillet knives work great for this. So there we go. We've got some more, and we're not wasting anything. And the little bit of meat that you're leaving on there and the fat and all that, that can go in the stock pot for stock and to make sauces and all that. So I'm going to finish processing the rest of this leg meat because that's the hardest job, and then we'll move on to the breast meat and I'll bring it right back. Okay, so I got all the leg meat done, and that's what's in here. And the nice thing about it is if you get a piece that you've got a tendon in here that you can't, like this one still has a little piece of tendon, instead of taking the knife, you can just grab it with those pliers and pull it out with your fingernails. And it really, one by one, it works just fine rather than the knife. And make sure that you inspect it for any shotgun pellets or anything like that. I'm going to leave the breasts in whatever pieces that I've been given. That way we have choices when it comes time to go ahead and cook. So here I see a dark spot underneath the surface, and this is where it's been shot. So I'm just going to cut that open, and sure enough, right there, the pellet's gone, but there's a big chunk of feather that gets wound up into a ball. So we want to make sure we get that out. Anytime you see bullet holes or bloodshot in there, inspect further, because I could have just thrown that outside and somebody would have got a big mouthful of that, and that would not be fun. So we're going to put that breast meat over there, and we'll take the next one out. This one looks pretty good. I just really re-inspect them and re-wash them, even though they've already been washed. And then even when I pull them out of the freezer, I'll wash them again, because just that's, you know, that way if you've missed anything, you're good to go. These pieces look beautiful, just nice. This one's got a little extra fat on it that I don't really need on there. We'll toss that aside. Okay, these make beautiful, you can pound these out, and it's just such a delicious treat. So it's super excited. So I'm going to get the rest of these inspected, and then we're going to wash this up, make sure we've got any excess, anything off of it, and then we'll bag it up, and I'll bring it along. So I got everything all cleaned and re-inspected, and in each bag is 4 breasts, or half breast. So breast of 2 birds in each one, and some leg and thigh meat in each package, equaled out. So about 2 pounds a package. I'm making a meal for all the guys to go back up with my husband to work. And I'm going to make a low-carb casserole with spaghetti squash and some butternut squash, and because the guys are on a low-carb diet. And then tonight we're going to have a meal with it. We'll probably portion ours into 2 meals. But I'm going to do a tortellini Alfredo, and then they want a package to take up there and do ramaki up there, and then we'll have one for the freezer. So I hope this inspires you to, you know what, next time somebody offers something like this to you, take advantage of it. It's not that hard, and it's so delicious, organic, all natural and absolutely delicious. If you haven't ever had pheasant, it's a very mild, kind of a, pairs really well with sweet things. That's why I'm pairing the one dish with the butternut squash and the spaghetti squash. So that being said, I hope you guys have a great day, and I can't wait to see you next time. If you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe. Go check out all my things, and, comment and rate below, and I'll see you next time. God bless.